You drive the future. You make the equipment that is revolutionizing how humans communicate and interact. And you take good care of the systems you build, making sure they get shipped to your customers in perfect working condition. But eventually, someone else is going to touch them. Electrostatic discharge, or ESD, can ruin your sophisticated electronics.
One of the worst things about ESD failures is that sometimes they're partial, they are intermittent. They cause a computer that will occasionally run for a few hours and then crash, but it can't be traced. You try to run all the tests on it, everything seems to run fine. These intermittent problems are the worst ones. They're the hardest ones for technicians or normal people to deal with.
ESD can create hard-to-find erratic behavior, so you've got to protect against it. You usually do that by adding surge suppressors, like transient voltage suppressor or TVS diodes, to your circuit board. But you need a lot of them, and the cost can add up. And they take up space. Worse yet, you have to figure out where they're needed, and there's no easy way to do that. You might get it wrong, which would mean an extra spin on your circuit board. But there's a new way to protect against ESD. Shocking Technology's new ecstatic voltage switchable dielectric material. It's more effective, takes up no board space, may cost less, and integrates well with your existing manufacturing. The ecstatic material comes as a polymer coating on copper foil or core. The coated layer is used in your board just like an uncoated layer, meaning virtually no manufacturing changes. Ordinarily, the thin ecstatic layer just sits there. It's an insulator. But if a high voltage transient, the kind of voltage that could come from ESD, occurs across a small gap, then the ecstatic material temporarily becomes conductive and shunts away the energy, protecting the rest of the circuit. It can handle discharges as high as 30,000 volts and will certainly meet your ESD specification. The information from the Shocking ESD software is used by your PCB layout tool to size the critical gaps in the right places. After the event is over, the ecstatic material returns to its insulating state. It can do this over and over again. If you're just hearing about this for the first time, you may be wondering, where's the catch? Well, there is no catch. Let's go through some of the questions you're probably asking yourself. Let's start with your manufacturing. The ecstatic material doesn't affect your manufacturing at all. Where you might ordinarily use a layer of copper or core, you instead use the layer coated with the ecstatic material. The coating is unaffected by etching, heating, or soldering. What about your design? Shocking Technology's ESD software checks all of the nets on your board to identify those places where you need protection. It will very likely identify many more nodes than you can find by hand, or protect using costly surge suppressors. And the same layer can protect one node or 1,000 nodes. Some of you may be doing sensitive RF design. The ecstatic solution provides superior ESD protection without adding the excessive parasitic capacitance typical of standard TVS diodes. This low capacitance structure makes Shocking's ecstatic solution ideally suited for RF nets. You're probably wondering how we make this. The ecstatic material is an advanced polymer composite produced using Shocking Technology's proprietary combination of nanomaterials and dispersion technology. We take a number of active powdered materials and combine them with resins. The nature of the materials demands extensive mixing to ensure a uniform dispersion. The development of both the formulation and the processing has resulted in numerous innovations that we've protected through patents. Of course, quality is critical. Our Silicon Valley factory is lean, fully automated, and electronically controlled, using only highly skilled workers. Each batch can be traced through every step of the process, all the way through sampling and testing. Process monitors can alert us, even by text message, if anything appears to be going wrong. This allows us to respond quickly to correct any issues. And it has to hold up for the life of your product under punishing conditions. Reliability is excellent. Our qualification tests include harsh condition life testing, accelerated stress testing, temperature cycling, and numerous mechanical tests. And we have to deliver large quantities when you need it. We built our factory with growth in mind. We have enough capacity and space to handle the equivalent of 300 million phones annually, with the ability to scale up to meet a threefold increase in demand. We will be able to meet your needs. You may have additional questions, and we'd be happy to talk to you about them. Just give us a shout by phone, email, or web.